YouTube, I'm live on TikTok. Y'all network. Now, the dirty Compton pig, right? He's sweating. You know what's a hanfler? You know what's a hanfler? It's a pig that don't fly straight, right? So the dirty pig, he's out here once again barking up on the wrong tree because we bring awareness to his lies when it comes to the 2PAC'S court case. You know, there's plenty of us out here that believe he has involvement in it. And the reason we believe that is because he would have no reason to lie if he had no involvement. And he just stayed lying, consistently lying, getting caught in his lies, right? So now that we coming closer to the trial, he's coming on trying to clean up. Excuse me. He's coming on trying to clean up his lies and try to discredit, me and other people on YouTube for bringing awareness to his alleged involvement in this case. Whether it be Tupac or Biggie, right now I'm just referring to the Tupac case. Because that's the one that pisses him off the most, right? Because that's the one that he doesn't have immunity for, right? The Biggie one, he got some type of immunity. He told me, oh, they just offered it to me. Why would they be offering it to you? You want to explain that? Tell them why they are offering it to you. Why would they be offering you immunity if you wasn't a suspect? So would you just rat? We know that already. So why would they offer you immunity that you talking about? First you told us you had immunity. Then you went and doubled back and said, oh, I didn't know, I don't have immunity. They offered it to me, but I didn't take it. But we got you saying you got it. At least I don't know if everybody else got you saying it, but I got you saying it. So you going back and doubling back and changing it and saying, oh, you don't, after you say that you did, it would be what? You tell a lie the first time and now you telling the truth? Or was you telling the truth the first time and now you're lying? But the more you keep switching up your story, the more you're in question, right? So, like I said, John, there's only but so much time before that the Las Vegas Metro Police Department and the FBI figure out that this dude is full of crock, right? I don't like this lighting how it's splitting. Let me see. I'm sorry, I'm a little on the perfectionist side. when it comes to lighting, you got to be right, you know. But yeah. So this guy, he just keep trying to spin everybody. Every time you get close to cracking the case, or people start seeing things for themselves, here he come, trying to discredit me and other people because we bringing awareness to the situation, right? So I can't even remember what's his new thing. Uh, but I had a few people hit me up because I really don't be trying to watch these dudes. Um, but when a few people hit me up like, "Oh, he talking about you," or "He said this about you," I'll go and tap in and see what was said, right? So what he want us to believe is his story of he even went as far as saying there was 5 people in the car, right? Now, once again, I don't know how Las Vegas Metro Police Department or the prosecutors are working with him, the dirty Compton pig, the drug dealer he was fresh off a bid, fresh off a bid. Like he still have nightmares of being in the prison. Like he wake up thinking he's still in the prison, not realize he's free. You know what I'm saying? That's how fresh he is from being a criminal. You know, but a lot of y'all keep getting caught up because he used to be a cop. He wasn't even a cop before being a drug dealer. Well, he might have been the drug dealing cop. I don't know, because that's somewhat in his paperwork too. I mean, not in his paperwork, in the informant's paperwork saying that he was drug running while he was at death row, and prior to that, they said when he was on the force, he was selling drugs allegedly too, which I can believe because he said he was a gangster all his life. You can't be a cop and be a gangster. Right. So he want us to believe, right, that Tupac, this is what he always says, right? Oh, Tupac got killed because he jumped on the wrong dude. This dude was a gang banger. He was serious. He was about that life. He jumped on the wrong dude. That's why he got killed. Right. That's what he want us to believe, right? But then he'll turn around and tell you Southside killed Biggie because they didn't get their money for killing Tupac. So is it a hit on Tupac, or did they got him killed, or is it because Tupac jumped on some gangbanger that got him killed? You got to make up your mind, buddy. It's one or the other, right? Now, I told y'all, I don't know, a long time ago, sometime last year, I don't know, it probably could have been even 2 years ago, that I told y'all that the Lakewood Mall incident, that incident where they telling you, oh, it was bounty on death row chains, and that's why they had a fight in the Lakewood Mall. I told y'all that was a lie, right? How many of y'all remember me saying that was a lie, right? That story comes from the Dirty Compton Pig, right? This is part of his allegedly orchestrating the hit on Tupac, right? That's where this comes from. Because he also told Frank um, to lie and say that Tupac was jumping on Orlando because he had stole the chain from Trayvon, right? Now, I'm about to break a lot of stuff down. For all y'all that's new to the channel, y'all gonna have to catch up because it will be very repetitive to my audience because my audience is quite hip to a lot of this Tupac stuff that I already covered. So I'm not gonna go way back, but I'm gonna bring it back enough for you to, if you know the Tupac story, to catch up, right? Now, there's always been this story about the Lakewood Mall incident where um, Orlando Anderson tried to take Trayvon chain, and that's why they had to fight because it was a bounty on Death Row chains. So Orlando and them tried to get the bounty for the Death Row chain, right? That's the urban legend. That's the myth, right? That is the alibi story to make you to think that, oh, oh, damn it. Sorry, TikTok, my phone died. Um, that's the alibi for the hit on Tupac allegedly, right? So being that you seen the fight, you say, nah, Tupac got killed, man, because that nigga Orlando was real. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know this nigga. You just going off the reputation, the urban legend, that Orlando was this super duper killer that they didn't go to jail, right? But he was just this super duper killer. Now, I'm not saying that he wasn't a dude that got busy. I'm not saying he's a dude that may not have killed somebody before. I don't know, right? But I do know this, right? There's a bunch of super duper killers in everybody goddamn neighborhood, right? And for the most part, all them super duper killers, they story end with they ass getting killed too, right? And that ain't no disrespect and no shot to Orlando because he wound up getting killed, right? But and this don't have nothing in relation to what I'm saying with that. I'm just saying that would, if he was that, that would be make my point, right? You heard of the illest dudes, you know, from Billy the Kid to the Son of Sam to, like, it don't matter. Motherfuckers all get gunned down at the end of the day, right? So all men are created equal. It can happen to anybody, right? So and my point to say that is that if Orlando did do this, him and Keefy D had so many interactions with Suge and the Mar Piru dudes after that happened that you heard all these war stories about Suge and the Mar and Piru. You tell me nothing would have happened to these dudes by the hands of them. They wouldn't even had a crash test dummy just go and crash out on them to, like, if they were really responsible, right? No, they wasn't responsible. And y'all believe that because you seen a video, right? And being that you saw a video and you heard these stories about this dude Orlando Anderson or Baby Lane, he get busy, it's easy for you to believe that Pac got killed in retaliation for jumping on Orlando, right? Now, like I said, I'm not going to go all the way back and break it down, but I'm going to give y'all enough so y'all can know that this Compton pig is just in the mud, just splashing in the mud and just making it messy because that's what he do.